Hello everyone, my name is Supernova, and welcome back to the server SMP. In the last episode, I left you with a bit of a notion that we need to get started on our work, and with the new 1.19 update out, we've got a lot more stuff to work with. Will I work with it? Who knows yet. But either way, we need to get to working on Plant Hut Industries and maybe even possibly building our first farm today. So, without further ado, let's get this episode started. So after last week's kind of rushed episode, I really wanted to get started on making everything that I've planned for this server. And part of that is this Plant Hut Industries. Now, there's a couple issues that first arise in my head. First of all, we need farms. That's the whole point of Plant Hut Industries, is farms. But other than that, we also need places to put our storage and to get the correct materials to make said farms. So today what I'm thinking we get done is we're going to want to finish off this first floor, possibly make the outline for the actual Plant Hut Industries itself, and also start making a plan for a storage room. I don't know if we'll do it yet, but I'm thinking, based off of this map over here, we either want to do it to the north in this little bay area, or there's a nice spot to the south here that would be decent. What I am thinking about doing is a boat of some kind. We'll see. Right now, the main focus is we need to get this floor done, and with that is a lot of clearing. Sadly, I know that not a lot of people enjoy watching them. I'll try to make it interesting. We gotta get into our first time-lapse. So welcome to time-lapse chat. Once again, we did this in the last video and we're back again. One thing I want to point out real quick, I did say in the intro, last week's video, it's become more like last month's video. I got busy, what can I say? But that's not really a big deal. We got some stuff done outside of YouTube. I even worked on a better thumbnail than usual. I'm going to try to do this style more often. Oh, hello, Clipper. Sorry, my bird's talking. One thing that I do find enjoyable, and I need some advice on, I've been really into making skins for Supernova. I did a whole series of outfit swaps, as I call them. Here's a couple of those. I took the server SMP members and took their outfits and imagined how Supernova it would be with them. Again, hello Clipper. But if you have any suggestions for other skins Supernova will look good in, I'd love to try them out. Also, another quick note, I actually did most of the recording for this while live on my Twitch, so I'm going to mention it real quick, but there's a link below. If you want to watch my Twitch streams when I'm live, go ahead and drop a follow, and maybe you'll catch me on one of those live moments. We even play some other games there every once in a while. If you made it this far into the time-lapse chat, you could also consider subscribing. Sorry to bother you, but it's cool and it helps. Thank you. Alright, we'll get back to the video. So I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. Here's the deal. I said I'm going to build the floor, start an outline. Well, I started the outline, I built the floor, as you saw in the time-lapse. And it's all pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this shape, at least from this angle. I gotta do some other angles to make sure I get it just right. And I also started on the first farm because I got ahead of myself. So, drawing back the reins a little bit, and we're going to explain my thought process here. So, in this floor, what I have is, well, first of all, this is the main entrance, but I'm going to be doing this pattern around every single farm. This farm that I've started on, and yes, I've made the decision, is my sugarcane and cactus farm. I tried to design it myself, so we're going to see how this actually goes, especially in a server, but it's here. But I'll finish that in a second. Well, I'll at least get started on that in a second. Ooh, there's my creeper farm. Nice. But I'll work on that in a second, but moving forward, there's going to be a couple more farms over here. Off the top of my head, I think smelter along the back, and then it's bamboo and kelp over there. And there's one other farm, I think it's the potatoes and carrots will be right in this corner here. And then we'll have a control center either here or on the other side of the door. And the control center is going to be somewhat special. I have a plan for that. I'm just working out the redstone. But other than that, this is all coming together rather nicely. The only issue I keep running into is, first of all, fuel for these furnaces. And second, well, I guess three things then. Time. And the third thing being resources in general. Because, I mean, I've got a lot of dirt from clearing out this area and other stuff. But I'm going to be running out here soon, I bet, once I get started. But that's not the point. The point is, we're going to make this farm, and then move on from there. Oh, also, another fun thing. I think each floor is going to be about 20 blocks tall. So that should fit in most farms pretty well, and if we need to, we can go down on this floor at least. So I'm going to try to make sure all the farms that are taller than I'd like are going to be on this bottom floor, and then the smaller ones, height-wise, are going to be on the top. Another thing to note, and I'm just kind of explaining my whole thought process here, all of the farms will funnel their resources into a tunnel system that's going to be on the ceiling of the first floor, roof or floor of the second floor, and that will all be funneled out to silos out here, and that's the plan for all the farm storage as well. And for personal storage, I'll work that out later. Right now my focus is to build this farm. So, with that lengthy explanation and mess of a cut-in, sadly back to time-lapse of me building this sugarcane and cactus farm. So, let's get to that.
He like he got a paper towel, he got it wet, and then he burned it. I don't know how, but he
Wait, hold
did.
up. This is an important experiment.
I
Did it
burnt a
actually
hole straight
burn?
through it.
Yes, there's a hole in the paper and it's like burnt all over.
Hmm. Right? Stated as an if-then statement.
If I don't if the paper is wet, then it will still burn when coming into contact with a lighter.
That's crazy.
Well,
Big words.
what I actually did is big brain set the paper towel on fire when it was not wet, and then I dumped water on it, and then I lit it again, and it squeezed all the water out of the paper towel.
That was
in the
not an
fire.
if-then statement. I cannot contemplate.
Stop lighting things on fire. That's my job.
To the unknown.
What?
Whee! I think I got all the caged ones. You still doing the other ones? You're slow.
He took my block for.
You're slow. No doubt about it.
Cap.
No cap.
Ow.
Oh, I think he's near me.
Technically, it's a she, I think. Name is
Oh.
Jane? I don't know. Oh, it's got a.
It's got several Endermen chasing after it. You should come back. You should come back to the middle. We can have a nice chat. I'll make you some tea, even though I don't like tea.
I think she's British.
You should. I don't know.
She would be British.
Ah! I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna back away.
This is not going
Isn't this the most epic Ender Dragon fight you've
This went
ever
much better last
experienced? I mean, we had 7 people last time, didn't we?
Mhm.
Like 7-ish people.
Justin wasn't there.
So, Justin, that's right. Ah, I didn't look at you.
Wish I hadn't lost my bow in the PvP battle.
I am sorry. I have apologized multiple times, and I still feel bad. You're just being mean.
What do you mean?
You almost shot me.
Whoops.
You're not very good at this. No, I'm sorry. That didn't even take a heart off of me.
It's not Caleb, you know?
I don't know, but you're not doing too great. Oh, you got 1 hit. I didn't look at you. Oh, he's not going after me. You should come back. Have some, I don't know. What do you think the dragon is?
She.
In terms of, like... Do you think she likes tea?
You know what? I think that she likes a good old brisket on the Barbie.
So you think she's
No, I don't think she's
like...
Australian. I just think she would appreciate a good brisket on the Barbie.
Ah! Oh. That didn't help me at
A
all.
cup of coffee next to it. She's just all the English stereotypes.
All just, like,
Yep.
put into one.
She likes guns, but uses a
Loves
knife.
guns. Loves guns, but will only use a knife.
Yep.
That makes sense. Yeah, you know, just seems like her kind of personality. Yeah.
But is very good with it. Like she
is very good with a knife. What about
time,
swords?
She has spent
I mean,
time,
swords are technically just bigger knives.
Sword. I mean, her grandpa used sword.
Her grandpa used swords.
She
Okay.
likes swords, but like.
She's just so good with a knife that
The
she can't
only
do
sword
anything
that
else.
she is okay with using is a katana.
That's fair. That's fair.
And
Katanas are cool. I can roll with a katana.
It's engraved with Japanese, which is the name of her favorite anime, because Americans love anime.
Ah. Okay.
And now she's dead. Like all
now she's
anime
dead.
should
Now
be.
she can't.
And I take my word for that.
Okay.
I could actually really like some animes.
What about some animes? Ooh, XP. I just realized I lost all my levels.
Oh, there's a new.
Yay! How many? I have 9 ender pearls.
I have 9 ender pearls. How do you have 9 ender pearls? I have 9 ender pearls.
Wow! I'll beat you there. Ah! Maybe not.
I know to look down when I'm in the end.
I am looking down. They're just being ridiculous. They're being insecure about their feet.
What?
I
Look,
don't know.
they're Endermen, not human.
Listen,
Endermen appreciate all feet. That didn't...
do they? That You know what?
Good for them.
I'm not even gonna. Yeah.
After those shenanigans, we went on to raid some end cities where I got some good loot because I found not 1, not 2, not 3. Okay, it was 3 end cities. I found 3 end cities. But the point is, got some loot there, and then we were moving on to the actual episode. So, here we go. Alright, so what I've gone ahead and done is I finished up the functionality part of this farm. I've got the flying machines up and running, which is, I mean, you press the button, and it goes. Beautiful, beautiful. It also launches the mine carts to go pick everything up in one run, and then when it comes back, it will launch in another. I also kind of started on the outside. I'm still kind of working that out. At the same time, this is really loud. At the same time, I'm gonna finish this up because I think you guys are probably getting tired of me updating on this one farm. We're gonna do one last thing before we finish up today's episode. That is the deep dark. Basically, Nick gave us coordinates, and I think it's about time we go get ourselves some gear. I mean, I want all the best enchantments. And that means Swift Sneak. Let's go. Oh boy. Here we go. First sign of Skulk. You know what? Oh, poop. Going to quietly glide. I just want Swift Sneak, that's all. Okay. Okay. Shrieker Tower. That was the right thing. I meant to place the wool. Whoops. Touch it, touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. Okay. Could be deadly. Nope, I gotta break. So do you think the warden, like, is just like a babysitter, you know? Like, their purpose isn't really to protect it, it's just to keep it quiet so everyone can nap. Like, imagine taking a nap in the deep dark. Unless you snore, that would suck. Let's go! I got the swift sneak and a lot more enchanted up. Regeneration, let's go. That is actually perfect. Look at that. I like to imagine that after my warden whole thing, that the skulk are just like a very old moss or whatever they are. They're just like basically using the overworld as an elderly home. So if you make any noise, you must perish. But the elderly are sleeping. Nope. Well, there's now a warden out there. And I think I'm just gonna settle for Swift Sneak too. I don't want to deal with the warden. Okay, where did I start? Okay, there's an entrance. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I promise. So I didn't actually record this part, and I mean, I should have, but I didn't want to. I went back to the Deep Dark, grabbed my stuff. No big deal. It all worked out just fine. I lost my sword. Got everything else, but I lost my sword. 'Tis a shame. Death to the last life limiter. I'll get it back. I don't want to bore you with all the details. Anyway, let's finish off this episode now that that's out of the way. Oh, and I did get Swift Sneak, too. So after that bit of a failure in the Deep Dark, I got a new sword. I'm working on enchantments and everything. I have a temporary name. But this is basically the end of the episode. To sum up what's happened so far, I finished this and I added a little hopper clock to launch it at a periodical time. Most of this will be underground by the end design, but I also worked on this tubing to get the stuff eventually moved into the official system, and I also set up these chests here for temporary storage and did a little bit of AFKing, and well, yeah, it's a really good farm. However, we must end off this episode so I can get started on the next one. So, without any further ado... Oh, that was cool. Without any further ado, thank you all for watching this episode of the Server SMP, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!